Yeah, I'll be there in 1 sec. So, yeah. A couple things to note. No catcam today because it's too hot for me to actually wear clothes. And, my OnlyFans cost a lot of money. Alright, let me get some more shit situated. Beautiful. Okay, so, oh wait, shit, I wanted to do this. Twitch integration. Fuck. Okay, let me figure this shit out. I don't know how to do this, but I really want to. No. Okay, how to do Twitch integration. Stream manager? How to do Disco Elysium Twitch integration. What? I have to get a fucking Twitch extension? Jesus Christ. Watch it cost money. Watch it cost money that I'm not gonna pay for. Elysium. Oh, it is installed. Alright, cool. Cool. What? But... Okay. Ka-ching. Twitch token. Connect. Ha! This is a pirated copy too. Awesome. I love when everything's easy. Okay. Close you up. Alright. I guess we're connected to Twitch somehow. So, yeah, this is... Unlike yesterday, this is just, you know, a simple stream where I get high as fuck, and then I play video games. Oh, why is it doing that? Why is it not showing the dock? Wait. Why is it not showing the docks? Dude. Dude! Well, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Sorry that looks stupid. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. You know what I should do? I'm gonna make it so you can see my OBS. I think that's the problem. Let's see. Accessibility. Nope. There should be something that's like auto hide. Haha. 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 Too easy. Okay. Anyway. Nope. Nope. That's really annoying. So, where I last left off, I got high on speed in the game, but now I'm gonna get high on DXM in real life. So, the come up is usually like a mild stimulant. The main, thing you have to worry about, though, is the nausea. Fortunately, though, I got an iron stomach. I'm no pussy. Oh, fuck. Let's do some drugs. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. A few more. Yeah, drugs are great, aren't they? Okay. Definitely makes streaming a lot easier. Okay, is my mic all ready to go? Are my pants off? Yes. So yeah, this is an autistic review. Basically, what happens is I play the game normally. Whoa, that's a new door. I play the game normally, and whenever I notice that, like, the game does something cool, it gets a nice game dev. Every time the game is frustrating, it gets a shit game dev. Every time I lol, it gets a tick mark, a lmao, etc. You get it, you get it. Not too complicated. Anytime something is based or true, those are like the other things. Okay. So there's nothing up here, actually. God, I can't believe I'm still in this first fucking area. It's been like, I'm not like or I am backtracking, but like, I'm not retreading old content. Like, I'm constantly finding new stuff. This game is so like rich and juicy.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Whoa, that's awesome as fuck. Holy shit. Interesting. Okay, let's get out of here. Now, if only I had a single viewer, then I'd be able to use that cool thing. That cool Twitch chat integration.
2 neon lit shapes.
Nope, already completed that task. Let's see. So, my Asian sidekick should be back by now. Ah, there he is. Good morning.
Yes?
I want to talk about you.
What about me?
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Fuck you. Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods. Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know?
Okay, now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality.
Yep.
So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Ugh. Okay.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
I don't know what this says about me. That I was sent by my station. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style.
Okay, style me.
California
It's impossible
styling.
to tell whether he's serious or joking.
You should ease up a bit, Jack. You need more looseness.
No, I don't. I used to. Plain clothes did the trick. For both of us, it seems. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Interesting. So this is a thought, not like a dialogue option.
Because you're the
Fuck.
best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing.
You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Okay. Who are you?
Hi, gendarme.
Oh, the
Another
gay guy.
rendezvous.
You're here!
I am. So are you. What brings you here?
What is it by the way he carries himself? He's gay, dude. It's not that fucking hard. I thought you were supposed to be a detective, bruh. I met your Sunday friend.
You did. And how did you like him?
You were right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
What are you? You two. Bags.
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
And what does that mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Okay, hold on. Sunday friend, let's look it up. Wait, what? Ah, that was a sex. I was sure this was a sex thing. Ah, it was a sex thing. Friends with benefits.
It is. On Sundays.
I mean, I don't need to ask that question. It's pretty obvious. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you, Toots.
What about me, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to drink myself into
A
oblivion.
bit too dramatic, don't you think? If you really must do it, then I'd go with something else. Some other substance. But then again, you're a cop. It definitely
Face.
fits the genre. I fit the genre. We all do. Molded by fiction like we're characters in some bad novella. Human psychology is definitely lazy, don't you think?
True. Very true. Who is a muscular type? Came to investigate the scene?
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese.
Oh, so that's the
Not
guy.
vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
That's the guy who died. What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
And was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece,
What was he saying?
just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
And what did he tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Oh, so it definitely wasn't the guy who got shot. And he believed you.
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Jesus Christ, bro.
No, I don't think it came up. Sure. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Okay. I'm out of here. Let's see.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony.
Oh, shit. This cat's trying to get on my lap, but, I don't have pants on, so she's gonna dig her claws into my upper thighs. And my genitals, probably. Eh? Meh? Okay, first order of business. Give these guys a ball.
Officer, what is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for
Jesus,
pétanque.
dude, chill the fuck out.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
There's not gonna be an alternative. I suggest taking it.
That's how it is, huh? Fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
And, Renee, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Wow, his friend's kind of an asshole. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So, who was working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
That's not good.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean,
Okay, that's suspicious as fuck.
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
So it doesn't matter if you're there or not?
the possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
I mean, I guess.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting
was pretty
there
good.
reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Yeah, we really do treat our vets like shit. Very, pointed criticism of society. Whoa! Keep all the elderly in the job market. Fuck that. Yeah, this is the right answer. Renee should rent out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, expand, and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. True!
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
I guess.
He's not going to become an entrepreneur.
I guess he is pretty old. Got it, thanks,
yes,
bruh.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Thank you for your time.
Yes?
Let's, do some of this, because this, like, Pyrrolidon? This is basically what DXM is. It's the closest thing to DXM I found in this game. So, yeah, what the hell? Let's do some. That's what life's all about. What?
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens.
Nice.
Rare and gritty. A product of the age of atomic power.
Cool.
What a funny little cat. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up. Like an oyster.
Oh, gross.
Come on, slurp it.
Slurp it aggressively.
You suck a manly dose of the extreme
Hell yeah.
chemical smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone.
You suck a manly dose? Sounds like a kiss to me. Sucking a manly dose.
It tastes like many things, all melted into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists as it did before. Only now, gentle flames lick at its edges, as though it were a photo burning.
Damn, that's badass. But no, I can't see it.
Of course, it's just a metaphor. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as
God
warm.
damn, the drug writing is so good.
This warmth, it makes you want to share your discovery with Kim.
This is gonna be so useful. Kim, I just did a drop of the anti-radiation drug. It's great.
I'm happy for you.
Nice.
His glasses turn golden as the fire reflects off the lenses. You feel this man is your brother. Just don't mix it with anything, he thinks, looking you over. Thankfully, his sense of balance seems okay. Whatever, I'm not getting involved. Wow, Kim's badass. Or he's had a druggy partner. Whoa, that's probably it. He's seen it before.
Cool.
Look at all these guys go off like fireworks as information pours into you about the lieutenant's simple remark. I'm happy for you. This stuff is great.
Look at all these guys go off like fireworks, and it's talking about the other like stats, the other I guess skills. Are these skills? Yeah, because they're skill points. Doing drugs is totally a skill. Yeah, I liked how that like little scene played out. This is gonna be so useful in my line of work.
Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more Pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all human beings.
Just like DXM.
If you can keep the vomit in.
Dude,
Because
exactly like
sort of also
DXM.
makes you want to throw up.
Oh my god, this is so much. I called it. I called it.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a Pyrrolidon button. It gives +1 to Psyche skills. Empathy, Suggestion, Authority, Inland Empire, Esprit de Corps, and Volition. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your health.
I mean, it does damage. DXM will damage your health if you do it too much. Just keep it like once a week, though. It'll probably be fine. The thing about DXM is like, you're not gonna. It's anti-addictive, so like you're not gonna want to do it to a point that it becomes a problem. I mean, that's not most people. There are always exceptions to every rule. So let's see. Does DXM give you empathy? Yes. It 100% gives me empathy. And, not gonna lie, I get like smoother with, you know, getting laid. Or at least flirting when I'm on this shit. I don't know why. I don't think that's like super common, but I have it. Authority. I feel like I have less authority when I'm on this. Inland Empire. No, Inland Empire is like kind of a introspection. And Esprit de Corps, okay, definitely not. It would not make me more of a cop. Volition, it definitely gives me more willpower. I'm gonna run forever on this shit. Till you throw up, of course. Let's talk to this guy while we're on this shit. Okay, so one bad thing, I feel like there should be some sort of like visual signifier that you're on the drug after you take it. Like, not something big. Like, they don't actually have to be like, you know, flames flickering around the edges. Whoa. That looks weird. I don't like how that looks. But, there needs to be, like, some stronger indication that you're currently high, I think.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
God damn it.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I mean, there's really no point to sell anything other than this. Wait, didn't they give this away to that bitch? Whatever.
Another time.
Peace out, bruh. So none of these guys want to talk to me. Okay. I see how it is. Wait.
A rusting control panel.
Pull lever.
You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Finally, the second area. Took me long enough.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Okay, well, what do I have to do? Oh, I can do ballistics analysis now. I can do the ballistics anal now. Nice.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
Kim, take a look at this. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon. Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Alright, let's go.
A rifle, revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber. No, But Ziliga, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Bell McGrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
Think I know where this came from.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Bell McGrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Yeah, it's probably a good
I
thing.
have to hand it to the monarchs. It's quite admirable that they took the advice of criminologists last century and banned the use of breech loaders in peacetime. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real.
That's actually a super good idea. Cops should have to muzzle load their fucking guns. That's a based. Makes consider every shot. I like it.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
True. Oh, man, shooting guns is so fun though.
But back to the investigation.
I mean, this seems like the most plausible. Like that, the guy who died was like a mercenary, right? So could the victim have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters?
Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself.
What? But I have the gun, dude. Bruh. What do you want from me? Okay. Let's go run the number on victim's armor. I feel like Kim should have already done this without me, but I'll allow it.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist? Sir, officer. What's the number? And the maker. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately.
Insane clown posse.
Tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isoleri law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Have you heard back from the Insane Clown Posse about the serial number?
No, and I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning. I need 57.
Thanks for nothing, bitch. Okay, I want to cross the street now, or cross the fucking water. The bridge? Fucking finally. The radio relay hums with electricity. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. Sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Oh, they look cool. Sunnies? The fuck are sunnies? Breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Cool. Always take some money. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you.
Probably bombed.
There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a block obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some
Never heard
way.
that before.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So Marnace is a block obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind?
Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock shuffle.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
Yeah, just an
We should
observation.
move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Dude, I'm just completing the task chain, bruh. Glory to the ghost of us. Music collection. Okay. Wait, is this the entire fucking second area? Dude. Come on, man. I don't need to read that. You can see there's a boat under a tarp. Don't be afraid to say weird things. Hey! Just like real life. This is creepy as fuck. There's gotta be something to do with all these postcards. That's just what I looked at a second ago. You're supposed to follow me, Kim. Not take the lead. Whoa! Hello.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. That rebel who jumped the canal and broke the waterlock, this is their doing.
This is where the rebel who jumped the canal ended up. Not so daring anymore.
No, not so daring at all.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Yeah, I don't really get it. Wait, who the fuck is Jacob Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would
Wait,
require
that's
a team
ice?
of specialists.
That is not clear.
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Well, well, well. Looks like Jacob Bird's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Did you say something, Lieutenant?
I did not. But I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
But how long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
So, what should have happened is, Kim should have responded intelligently to me asking the same question twice. This game has been doing that pretty well, lately. It just fucked up there.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
The same day of the shooting.
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
Nice.
A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky,
Art
echoing
cop.
like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Well, when in Rome.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand
This is
on
an
a
awesome
timepiece.
little scene.
30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So was her dad also? You know. Point to your eyes because he is a racist.
My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
I don't know who my mom or my dad was.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Okay, if you had to decide with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
I understand. You're saying you're siding with a
Your
union.
voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the marquee now? Mark? Marquet?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40. It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people.
Was that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
41st Division?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
Hey, guessing district something? A precinct? Something municipal?
A precinct, yes. A police precinct. Precinct 41. Your precinct.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling.
Wait, did
comes
I
over
crash
you.
the car? Oh shit, I crashed the car, didn't I?
You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
The badge, the gun, and now
The
this.
lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. It's lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Things are going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Oh, maybe my gun's in there. No, wait, because some lady bought it.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
I was a traffic hooligan the whole time. My badge! My jacket! Looking smart! We're drama as fuck now. Damn, dude. That looks stylish as hell. Thick blue piece. You mean a thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper? The officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you. Already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets. is
I
a
already
bluish
read
card
that.
With you see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
What is then?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you Officer when he's angry with you, and Detective. when he's
Oh,
not.
that's awesome. Okay, so that's a nice game dev because now this like little thing right here gave me a clue for the rest of the game. Like now I can like tell what he's thinking just by the words he's saying. But it's not like a lot of games, if like officer and detective are like code words for whether or not he's angry or happy with you, they'd be highlighted or something. But this game doesn't do that. It just gives you like this little snippet of info.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Definitely shit I don't care about. Okay. Making progress. Footprints in the snow. Wait, these are my footprints. Damn. God, I haven't gotten blackout drunk in years. I need to do that shit again. That shit's so fun. Like the whole like piecing together a like mystery of what you did last night. Ugh. Such good times. Look at all this stuff me to steal. you. And I think that's right. Dust covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. Cinder blocks, charred, a makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. Oh, come on, they're just fucking bushes. Just fucking jump over them. I hate when games like barricade you with bushes. Especially when there's like people right over there.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Speed? Hell yeah! Gilf? Gilf? Nice.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Oh god, I do not want to get old. Lean forward. My pleasure, Gilf.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
don't want any trouble either.
That's what they all
We are
say.
not here to cause any trouble, madame.
That's what he said. No. We're cops. What would I actually say? This is the role-playing run, because it's the virgin playthrough. So, I would probably say this. We're Hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang, baby.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But
Wait.
still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally.
No.
I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
But why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Yeah, I'm off. You're boring, old lady. Give me all your trash. What are these doing to fish? What? Cool. Cool. So I can just have infinite items. Okay, I like that. Like, inventory management is good in some games, but definitely not games like this. Like, Death Stranding has the best inventory management of anything bar none. God damn, I need to like reinstall Death Stranding. That's just fucking dank. Oh, it's raining.
Hi, officer.
You're not a gilf.
Anything I can help you with?
As always, I am the Lawbringer.
You've graduated to Lawbringer now?
Men with authority have their quirks. Comes with never being second-guessed about anything. So what brings you here,
Hashtag
Lawbringer?
What's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword, babe. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Good question. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder. Coach means the expression.
What? That's a little bit too autistic. True, most people I've met are scared.
No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
So where are all the men now? Got a boyfriend, Toots?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone? No, I would never say that. That's like, this is the simp answer. Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces
Typical woman.
sinewy.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Woo! Yeah, I just want your signature. I don't want to date. You're not even a gilf.
This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the union building?
Everard's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Thought what exactly?
That Everard and the union have nice plans for anything.
I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
So, will you sign it?
Aye. Why not? Fine.
That was easy.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, let's go on a date. Woohoo!
Oh yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation based mating
Really
rituals.
like how they said that. 6,000 years of yeast cultivation based mating rituals. Very based. Very, very based. I like you, but I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman.
Okay. Where's this going?
I need to be drunk. You do too. Please get drunk with me on a drunk date. Dude, what? If this chick doesn't suck my dick right now, she is not worth my time, because that is a really cool thing to say.
Absurdly and pointedly phrased. You can be quite funny, officer. Anyway, what did you want?
She doesn't even understand. You asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now.
Brutal.
Try again later.
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation for a construction.
An installation? Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
No, that's senseless sentimentality. Inanimate objects don't have souls.
You never know, officer. Some things might have a soul. But I get it. Rational guy like you probably has a lot on his plate anyway. So what can I do for you?
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
A missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are.
People
Care to
look-
elaborate?
People look for animals mainstream scientists deny exist.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? Haven't heard about those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where do they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. Not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Hey kids, you want some speed?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Is he retarded? You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's...
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of...
You're bad with kids.
What? You're bad with the kids too. And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Bye kids, take care. Fucking Kim always keeping my nose to the grindstone. Hard to see the details, the colors. All warm and welcoming or cozy though. A flower truck grows where nothing really grows, maybe in spring. Meow? Wow, this looks cozy as fuck. Industrial coal pellets.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
What the fuck? What's that?
It's a grouse.
Ew, man. People who have taxidermy animals are pretty dumb.
You might be able to get on Garth's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure. Just go
That was
and get
easy.
it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Based.
Alright, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Too easy. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. Broken pipe? Treasure? $1. That is not treasure at all. Mazout. Hey, I'm not the only one who crashed my car up here. Oh, quick travel, what the fuck? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Fuck it.
Calling. Still caught. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
Yes, it's me, Pierre.
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
Gets lonely even when you're with people.
Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different. There. Chrysanthemum.
God damn, getting old sucks.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
So I'm definitely not gonna stop playing. However, I have an idea. I'm gonna play freaking Steven Crowder. Because he's banned from YouTube, and I disagree with that. Oh wait, is that even a new episode right now? Oh no, it's not on till later. So let's... Because I have to go take a shit right now, and then probably throw up. So let's turn that down. Let's see what a good old Crowder has to say about this. And I'll be right back in like 10 minutes.
Before they decreased the standard, there were women who did pass. But your question...
% of women in the 70s to 16%. and we've lowered the PT requirements consistently, and even just recently in the Army, created a gender-neutral test that less than 10% of men failed and 65% of women failed. This is still a really low test. I mean, yeah, sorry.
I mean, that's
there
expected.
Are no more
testosterone, and like there's
right, but it sounds like you're saying they shouldn't be lowering those tests. We should have the rigorous tests that we did.
We should.
And if women met those, they could be in those roles.
Yeah, and like I said, I
agree with
understand there'd be a lot of women that wouldn't be able to make it.
Sure.
But
and men. And I agree.
men,
The men
yeah.
who don't meet those standards shouldn't be in either.
Men and women who wouldn't be able to make it.
Right.
But I think that my problem with the statement is just it was very broad, because like there's always exceptions, and there's a lot of women that I could just think off the top of my
Sure.
head that could make it.
Well, I would bet you it's not a lot off the top of your head.
At least 5.
At least 5. You think these women could do the same amount of pull-ups as men in the Marines?
Maybe close. I'm not sure. I wouldn't know them on a personal level, but.
On a personal. I was going to say
No,
very few.
just like
okay. I was going to say very few. For example, right now in the Marines, this stat kind of blew my mind. Is a woman in the Marines can do half as many pull-ups as a man and get a perfect score. And that's not the only standard I'm using. I'm just using it because it's a very clear metric. But when we're talking about this, the reason this is broad is because legislatively, the only reason that our standards have been lowered to the point of them being, frankly, kind of embarrassing for our military is to accommodate women. We haven't changed them. You know, the beauty of a physical meritocracy is it's blind, whether it's race, gender, you pass the test or you don't. But we have lowered the standards throughout all branches of military and in a lot of police forces to accommodate women. They still fail at a much higher rate anyway and get put on the force.
Well,
and
yeah.
as a result, they're hurt more, they get injured more. If they're female cops, they get violently attacked more. So do their squad mates. So if we're talking about, yes, there are individual exceptions, sure, but they could have made the cut a long time ago. Not enough of them could, so we lowered the standards. And that's what I have an issue with, is legislatively, it is exclusively for women.
Well, so I feel like.
Does that clarify, though?
Yeah, no, I agree with you there, because I don't, like you said, lowering the PT standards could result in just like injuries for themselves and their squad mates and just like the people they're trying to protect in general.
Right.
So my only issue with the statement is it just said women, like, and obviously I knew that's just like a broad statement. So like.
Well, it's hard to fit it all on the side and say, like, because from 1971 to this, you know, we went from less push-ups to no push-ups. We went from pull-ups to less pull-ups to no pull-ups to not even doing a leg tuck. Like, that's tough to fit on a sign, but that's the policy of the military, is to be more inclusive, and to be more inclusive, they're less ready.
I don't think inclusion should matter for things like I get like people want like inclusion here and there, representation, like stuff like that. But like when it comes to like serious things.
You just rolled your eyes. I just saw that. Inclusion.
Inclusion.
Sounds to me like maybe you're tired of that a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. But I'm saying when it comes to like things like the military, the PT standards, I don't think they should be dropped, because even though that'll mean technically less women will be able to join, I think the ones that would join would be the ones that actually belong and like would be able to keep up and like actually like do their job professionally.
And that was a policy for a long time.
Yeah.
But because of progressive legislation,
yeah, no,
changed.
I don't agree that should have changed. I think that I don't think you should lower the limits for other people to be able to join. Like, I don't think a man who wouldn't be able to do it shouldn't join. I don't think a woman who can't do it shouldn't join.
And that man should preferably be laughed at.
Yeah.
Mocked mercilessly.
No, I'm not laughed at, but like,
mildly shamed. Hey, let me ask you, because it sounds like we agree we found common ground, Olivia. You have a USA wrestling shirt. Do you wrestle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you wrestle here from the school?
No, I tore my labrum pretty bad. I might join next year, I'm not sure.
Do they have a wrestling team here at this school?
Yeah, there's actually some wrestlers over there.
Oh, wow, fantastic. Well, that's a perfect example.
So this stream is not sponsored by Steven Crowder. I don't know, felt like I should hook him up because, free speech, bruh. Free speech. Wow.
Yes?
Damn, this looks so cool. I'm about to get so many presents.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take it.
The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Might be a clue.
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets?
It could have been multiple seagulls. Excuse me.
A poet could write 12 verses and still not begin to capture the profound vexation in that sigh.
Well written.
You should still take it.
Big wine canister. It's open and empty.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Isn't it just rotting fish?
Don't be naive.
Oh no. It's diarrhea.
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness.
I've never
Only
smelled a
death
dead
smells
person.
like
I guess I never will.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. The signs of decaying meat. It announces itself from 24 meters away. A warning. A memento mori.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose. There's some tin, an empty cigarette package, and a
kebab.
crumpled
Oh,
wrapper.
fuck, I want a kebab right now.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol.
I love kebabs.
It's no older than a day or two. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Wait, why is he sad?
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes.
Okay, I know you murdered someone.
Lies on the boardwalk.
Oh, that's a corpse.
His limbs bent and neck turned.
What the
an
fuck?
Unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits. Or maybe it was just dark.
Yeah. God, I have a hematoma, and, like, I don't know whether to tell people it's because, like, I was drinking. Like, what would sound better? Like, I got drunk and then gave myself a hematoma, or it was dark and I gave myself a hematoma. I kind of, like, think that saying that, I was drunk and I fucked up. Like, that's a better thing than just, I was sober and then I hurt myself. Like, that just seems worse.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
There's gonna be a bullet in there, isn't there?
The blackness of death. Stench.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario, even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight
Oh, so this is just like a drunken accident.
To break. It definitely looks fragile. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
You don't touch it.
This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
A 0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its mid-market spirits, with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
I mean, drunken accident.
Death by misadventure.
Yep.
He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
I mean, right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Yeah, let's leave the case for the station. I don't want to spend the time on it.
Alright, the station is going to want details, however. Let's examine that library card you found on the man's body, see if it has any clues. Then we can call the station from my kinema and hand over the case. Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad. This is an omen, a sign from above that you need to stop drinking.
What? Kiss your fingers. What? Oh, I see. So like a chef's kiss. What we're witnessing here is the demise of a great party beast. The leather jacket, the empty vodka bottle. Yeah, magnifique. Ooh.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified.
There's some tear.
20 meters kill you? 20 meters would just break your leg.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Well, case solved.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial.
We already decided to let the station handle this. Good. We've examined the library card. That should be enough for our colleague.
Moonshine, probably. Smells like tasty fermentation. Mega Beano's prescription lenses. Boardwalk rises to your south. It casts this long shadow over you. Does it though? I don't see any shadows over me. A rusted, broken control box to the radio relay tower. Ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten away at it. This relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay. Barely. Oh, there's some other signature I need to get. That seems useless. That looks cool.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Use to service what?
Probably something that is no longer there.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Don't want to waste my red check. It trails off into the ocean. That's where. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. St. Brune, 1147.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before the surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Usually a smiley face with X's in the eyes is a symbol to mean, like, on drugs.
There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Have you seen the symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before...
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Padlock, padlock, padlock. What? I am so confused. Man, they were so high when they wrote this game.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Alright, rip off the sticker.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Au revoir, sticker. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Where do you think we should start?
Can you hear the pulsing bass underneath the wind? A sure sign of junior delinquency, somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Okay, so I don't like how I have to leave, then go in the menu, then equip the thing, then come back, then do the check. So, you weren't a shit game dev for me, dog, not gonna lie. Alright, let's bust in.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut
Objects
in front
must
of you.
fall.
The rectangular seat. A minute
What?
or so of mauling away at the lock has led to no success. The pry bar in your hand is giving you zero mechanical advantage.
You could give me a hand, you know?
I'm not as sturdy as you are. I have even less leverage.
Fuck you, Kim.
The doors remain unchanged, closed.
God damn it. Damn. It sucks that, like, this game, I bet this game sucks on a second playthrough. Like, there's just no reason to ever play through a second time. Nope, don't care.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
Me?
Exactly.
Why am I like a seagull?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became Shit City. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons.
Yum.
No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Fucking right. Whatever it takes to survive. I am the seagull!
Own it. Steal hot dogs. Shit in the sand. Whatever it takes to keep going.
Nice. Based.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
It's
You're not a
cold out
gilf.
there, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Neither is Kim.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable
True.
to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
So, you want to party?
What?
Do you want to party?
Yeah, I heard you. What do you mean by party?
Get high.
Yes. What do you mean?
I mean, we get drinks, but we also get drugs.
Yeah, man.
God damn, I love this game.
Got any dope? We need some dope bad. I got the boogie street chicks.
He's really shaking and everything.
Let the lieutenant do his thing.
Trying to score some dope, man. Trying to score some smack. You got any?
What's smack?
The D, man. Gotta hit that.
What's the D?
Dopamine. Kim, she seems legitimately confused. Tell her what this D is.
Diamorphine, girl. Quit cloning. We need a hookup for that D.
Diamorphine? But that hasn't been around for years. 5 or more. Like 7 years, maybe. Everybody just does hunch now.
Really? What's that?
Hunch is like 10 times stronger than diamorphine.
Oh, like fentanyl.
And way more lethal. I think the name is B-hydroxy something.
Okay. That's real bad. Someone should definitely look into that. We're from the police, by the way.
Oh, of course.
Something about the way she says it makes you think she's not bothered by any of the cop show questioning.
Yes, and we have some questions
Right.
for you. What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording.
Oh, it's
Low
the
quality, but
cryptozoologist.
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Got it.
Okay.
You seem surprisingly comfortable with being questioned. Why is that?
Well, it's just questioning, right? You're just questioning me. It's what cops do.
We do, don't we? Mind if I question you some more?
Go ahead.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They loop the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
That's trippy as fuck.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, your code.
Oh, what a Chad.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's your name?
Estelle.
Estelle, who? I'm not a young suitor. This is official police business, lady.
Okay, it's Berger.
A very common name.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Guess I wasn't a cryptozoologist.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Fuck it.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Cool. These guys look chill as fuck. Alright, so first, gotta equip our drugs. Speed in one hand, booze in the other. Ready to party! Woo! Wait, is electrochemistry really only 4? Yeah.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshy tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secrets.
Hardcore! Hardcore!
But is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yeags and args. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from. Judging by his name, could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
Yeah!
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark. Yeah!
So he's like German? So Gottwald is German. Okay.
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think? You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you
Oh,
suspiciously.
because he's paranoid.
And Egghead. Egg! Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I think I need to go put on clothes now. It's like cold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man? Whatevs.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. This place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
Enough histrionics. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
True.
Dopeheads! Burnouts! Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revachol.
Meow?
Strike that! The world! And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I feel like you may be laying this on a bit thick. What's really so bad about these dope heads and burnouts?
They're spooky.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that. Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks.
You mentioned some kind of Ecclesiastes own the church. Who are these Man, I cannot pronounce words.
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Yeah, well, don't use it anymore, kid.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
I don't even know what the founding party is.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentic system, no?
They sound like exactly the kind of people who would want loud dance music in their church.
You're right, they do. The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance. Love is hardcore.
Unity.
Unity. Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can. He's coming around. You're getting it.
You're right. How could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Pericarnassian church.
Yeah!
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
What's the deal with Egghead over there?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
How... Okay, that makes sense.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
What?
He nods enthusiastically. No doubt, a little relieved.
That's it for now.
Oh, you should have the key.
Oh.
We had to padlock the door to the church to keep more vagrants from wandering in. Noid, give the officer the key. All right.
Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies toward you. Man, I could not do that in real life.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Based. Don't even look at them. You're that cool.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Wow, that is not what that said at all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn off catcam. Cat's being a bitch. Okay.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough. The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
That was satisfying.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast. The lock turns easily.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area, its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Is this church gonna be like a whole fucking area? Whoa, this is like a big deal. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence
Oh
fades
shit,
into
I know. Oh,
total
fuck, I know about this phenomenon. It's like, fuck, what is it called? Oh, he's gonna tell me.
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
There's like some like acoustic magic that you can do that like some churches built.
Can you hear anything?
Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything quite like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Because it makes it like holy and spooky.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises. The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
What? That's so frustrating. I should be... Why can't I fucking do this fucking drug? Okay, I'm gonna throw away Advanced Race 3. Forget. Breaking the law. Hey, so little observation. It's all cool, man. Don't freak out. But every time you say, I am the law, you say, You say it a lot. It's basically hello for you. Your jaw does this weird thing. It sort of shifts sideways, hanging off your face at a jaunty angle, while the word law sounds oddly guttural and low. It's strange. You wouldn't notice it, but after saying you're the law 80,000 times, the question does come up. Why do you have the law, Jaw? What if I don't want to know what's up there?
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped. Relax. It'll be okay.
Take a deep breath. Take a puff of Delta 8. Oh, fuck. Damn. I need to suck harder. This is not coming through. Well, when in Rome. Critical fail. Critical fail. Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin. There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork, the sense of a great height. You see something hanging
What
from the
the
rafters,
fuck?
looking straight at
What
you
the
with
fuck?
dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Who the fuck's Tiago?
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
This is the police. Show yourself.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamro. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in
What are you doing here?
I'm here to receive the mother's love. You can too, Holmes. And when you ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control.
Why do you hate alcohol again?
I saw you hide that control behind your back.
Okay, fine, I'm struggling. But you don't need to lecture me. I know what I need to do.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
If the lieutenant agrees, then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention.
Okay.
Look at these crazies. What is this? A fucking intervention?
Electrochemistry based! No, yeah, that wasn't really a lmao. That was more of a based. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit?
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
I trust you won't get in the way of some enterprising youth. Their business looks promising.
Wouldn't bother me none to have them spin music in here. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Wait, so there is another person living in the church, and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see
Oh,
her
like a
typing
cat.
on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So if you got nothing else to tell me, how she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Where did you come from?
Up there, Holmes.
Are you human? You weren't moving like a human.
I am. At least in part, Holmes. Until the mother's love burns away the cruel distinctions of the body.
Well, at least you're human. That's relief.
Glad you're feeling more comfortable. First timers are always nervous.
Okay, I have other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it. For purposes
that's trippy
of
as hell.
veneration.
Based.
I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Drink from the mother's tit directly? Nice, like a little baby. Yeah, I still don't get what you're doing, though.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
And who's this mother of silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, Essay. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
Are you sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful
Yeah,
service.
whatever. Religion is drugs. Prove me wrong. Change my mind.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
Hey, not judging. I've got drug problems myself. Just the most aggressive thing you could possibly say.
I can see, and it saddens me. But devotion can save you.
You know,
It saved me.
faith is kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
I mean, so like, when you regret being religious, it's not like the next day suddenly like you don't believe in God and then you regret like the previous weekend. It's like you regret like, you know, the like 10 years that you like hated your estranged gay son or something. Or like, you know, like there's a lot of hateful people in religious organizations.
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
Let's agree, disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Wait, did you say that twice? What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, at one with the state of the world before reality began.
So that's like the place you can get to when you do enough dissociatives.
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was.
Opiate of the masses.
Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the
Oh,
shadows.
sinewy. You should fuck the non-gilf.
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Yeah, I still don't really get what that is. Is it like some sort of interdimensional rift? That's the only thing I can think of. Canonically, that would make sense, like in this universe. Or not canonically. In universe, that would make sense. Is there a word for that? There's gotta be a word for that. Pain threshold. Yeah, fuck drama. I don't want drama. Yeah. Oh, good for that spider. Empathy shoes.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned
Radio
on and
computer.
quivering with soft
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Wait, just let me investigate
You
it.
see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies.
Wow.
Silver
That's
tape
really
on the
cool.
side says, in black marker, log, February to March.
Alright, let's play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It just says log February to March.
Good. Please repeat.
God, there's a
Let's
password.
look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Smart.
Maybe he knows something.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident without filing a warrant.
Whatever.
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register
God
this login at
damn it.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
So this is like... It's basically like fucking steampunk hacking. That's really cool. Okay. Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play. Nothing happens.
The tape recorder's recording something. Recording what? Wait, it's recording right now? Spinning on empty. What is going on? I am confused as fuck.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
No,
Cold wind
I kneel
seeps
to
in
no
from
one.
the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes on you, inspecting you, as if under a microscope.
No, I am not your bug. Love how atheist this game is.
As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder with 3 fingers.
I'm not doing that cross either.
Good call. She left us all in the shits. Don't give her a single thing.
Hell
Just
yeah.
stand there in the apricot-colored light of the window, secretly grinding your teeth. The woman smiles her distant smile, unmoved, struck in half by the crack in the glass.
How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
Interesting.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
No, there was something bad about her. I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against
Oh,
the
like
Misk
Mother
state.
Teresa.
And the Misk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacific, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role. Which
Dude, I don't care about this at all.
subtle terror is part of her iconography.
This is so boring.
Officer, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
Glowing lungs. That's fucked up.
Yes, glowing lungs are quite unusual. After that one time, they have not been reported to glow. You know, this church, the coast, we shouldn't linger. Finish what you came here to do and let's move on. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
The shards glimmer in the dark.
Damn it.
You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know.
Fuck. So, the password. Oh, Tiago knows the password. Don't you, Tiago?
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Have you by chance heard the Viejita say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Ese. You need it for something.
No need to overdo it. He won't mind sharing it with you.
So wait, why is Suggestion talking to me here? Honestly, I just want to break into a radio computer, see what's on it.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it.
What? So, afterlife death. The small, little, like the beginner nihilist. Wait, why do you pity them? Being a nihilist is awesome. You can do whatever you want.
I think we're done here, Ese.
God damn it.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our
Because I want to see what happens when I touch the buttons.
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What the fuck are you talking about?
You have the Headless Falcon Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
What? Win who back? I can't win her back. She's a long dead historical figure.
Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily.
What the fuck is going on?
This isn't funny. You have a bad feeling about this one.
I should, yes. This is a task of mine now.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
What? I'm so confused. Damn, I love how drugs are categorized in the tool. They're categorized as tools. That is how they should be categorized in every game. Got one bullet. Huh. But yeah, based.
The machine's keyboard is the speed.
Good afternoon. Votre accident. Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in.
One sec. I wonder if I should have the chats there in addition to like these dock windows. probably, it looks like the unprofessionalism will, like, make me click away from a stream pretty fast. So I guess that's what I have to do. Fuck.
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Yeah, that's probably right.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
Wait, narcotics?
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Eighth of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
So that I usually don't do this, but man, that is so true. The writers are fucked.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Artist programmers Lexi? Who are all these people?
Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Dude, this whole scene is going on way too long and it's super boring and I don't like it.
Is she talking about?
28th
I don't get what the point of this
51.
is. This isn't
Yes,
fun.
the pillar of silence. She is talking.
March 51. Fortunately, that disco man must be a cell.
Okay.
Girl on the ice?
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her?
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
March 51. A new 2 minute reading is interrupted by the sound of the church. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
This is like a really bad little side story.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
And what are you doing
I
here?
am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
They're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
You're occupying a public space. I need to know what you're doing here.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What
I'm
research?
looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is this like some quantum physics shit? It's above my pay grade.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have?
Whoa, it's trippy as
How
fuck.
do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Hey, I just said that. Neat. Hold on a moment. Does it mean we're now living in a world that has holes in it?
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out?
I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
You have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
Interesting.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
You said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now.
Great. Thanks.
How do you feel about Autistic dance music?
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
What are you, 40? It's the future of dance music.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for Autistic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
Maybe a community space to help the elderly?
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Okay. Such a weird game. Where's that tent? Gotta find the speed freaks. There they are. Hello, speed freaks.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Wait, do speed freaks always like clothes with holes in them?
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Why are you called Noid? It's paranoid, right? Because you're paranoid. No, wait, shit, fuck.
Huh? The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
What? Well, that's not very helpful.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Oh, wait. So, like, it's a puzzle, and you solve the puzzle by doing drugs? Dude! I love this. I love this. This game is the best.
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
The young man with the tape.
This is hardcore. It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church. I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the shadow-clad being climbing the beams. A man living on the ceiling.
Oh man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
He gave me the solid lecture about alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of the Fortress accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Anodic dance club idea.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
I could go for another try, bring down the hammer of the law.
Hell yeah!
No, Noid. No hammer. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can, like, make a deal not to bother her. You know, coexist. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend. Goodbye, officer.
Yes, what is it?
Wait, okay, so the whole like sine wave thing, maybe like instead of shit game dev, that's like kind of harsh. Really, what I should be saying is like missed opportunity. Like that's really what this is. Whoa, that's not how you spell that word. So like it should have, the whole like sine wave thing, it should have been like there should be a puzzle, and I'm pretty sure there's not, but there should be a puzzle in this game where like you have to get in the same headspace in order to talk to certain like guys. Yeah. What if he didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, and he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Based! Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Alright, got your message.
Good.
Oh, so she's like... So what this means is that she's horny as fuck. Because, fun fact, like, programmer chicks do tend to be extra horny because they have to be high T in order to program all day. So I'm convinced her to cooperate with ravers. Oh! Watch me fail.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something?
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
By your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the doomed commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one.
Actually,
you can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
I've already been inside there.
Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes.
I like
it's
that.
Impossible to miss. You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
Ooh, I like how all this worked. I liked how all that worked. I found a note from the ice bear fridge. It said the off-site copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
Didn't stop the typing sounds. No, I'm changing it back to poor game dev. Like, shit is like too harsh. Poor game dev. But yeah, that's not clean, not clean. It said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislaw.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you?
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
I found the ice cream maker, but I couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Why can't you go and get the filament yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Why did she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
Yeah, people in Martinez don't really like to get with the times.
She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my range Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
What is an offsite copy and why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project. the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer. The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location. Thanks. And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Wait, why are you giving me your fucking prized possession? Okay. So I'm probably like enjoying this game more now, but I can totally see this like incredibly like complex system starting to fray at the edges a little bit. Like it's falling into that trap of like the game is punishing you for not playing it right and not like rewarding lateral thinking. Like the anti-ideal is a dialogue tree for games like this. Just like a series of, like a choose your own adventure book basically. You don't want your game to feel like a choose your own adventure book. That's old media. This is video games. This is new media. Okay, so wait, now I can quick travel? Let's go. Oh, yeah. There's only 3 fucking areas? What the Wait, is this really the entire fucking game? Wow. Wow. No way. No fucking way. Well, whatever. I thought I could, fast travel now. Can I really not fast travel? And I definitely cannot.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. The wind picks up. Fine sea foam lashes your face. It feels like needles. You can take it. Just raise your collar, detective.
I don't see it, officer. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags. It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
He looks like he's cold out here at the tip of the coast. The jacket is warm, but not for this weather.
No.
No what?
No. An orange pilot cap would not help.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the 3rd floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind
1.2 kilometers.
her limbs long and slender.
Man, those, distances are kind of fucked up. Fucked up.
smoking, drinking, being happy and elated without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out beatable prime, was it?
Yeah. Agreed. So wait, that idea that I had, definitely, if it's in the journal, it definitely is a thing. It definitely is a mechanic in the game. You do solve the puzzles by doing the drugs. Okay, so there's a boardwalk and an island to check now. Sleepy fishing village. Super good vibes. So that's not the boardwalk. Well then, where's the fucking boardwalk? You are here. Go to the church. So I need to go up or down or what? What the fuck? These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid, but they won't light up. Wait, what? That's weird. These heavy Military blockades are riddled with bullet holes. Crumbling. Nice.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer?
That's a pretty funny voice.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Oh, he's racist. Nice. Wait, crypto-fascist? Oh, I was looking for a cryptozoologist.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Yeah, I'm over city boy too.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
What? Drunks and degenerates? That's my crew!
Dark times will do that to good men.
Crypto-fascist. Yeah, that is what they act like.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Katsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense.
So he's probably Korean,
truly.
not Japanese.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Yes, our lucky racist!
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
The lieutenant is a native of Ravachol, bruh.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections.
Yeah, okay, do you know anything
change
about
the
the man hanging behind the whirling rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all. No.
Shit. Cryptozoologist?
Here we go. Nice
Finally.
and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this gem.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
You must be Moral, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and was waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. Withhold the whole story. Smart.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
That makes sense.
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
So you're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play, just because I have to trade through the mud every so often.
Have you ever discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So, how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorised as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have proven to be real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
2 out of 4,000 is not even 1%.
In fact, it is 0.05%. Ever more magnificent, should our search contribute to making that number 0.075%.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
Thanks for explaining that. Now about something else.
Yes?
Yeah, just go to your woman. Actually, no. I want to talk about Abominable Snowman.
Alright. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it.
No offence, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories. Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
Okay, so you don't want to talk.
By all
I don't want to talk
means.
to you. Just go to your woman, dude.
By woman, you mean my wife, I assume. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Lena just wants you back, dude.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Come on, you're doing this for yourself, not her.
I'm doing this for science, and so is she.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She's sighted the phasmid?
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
His spirit may be willing, but his body might be too old to endure the rigors of the coast.
Maybe you could go back to the whirling worm-up. Come back to check the traps later?
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve?
Goddamn Australians.
He's dead set on this.
What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar. Actually, no. Chaos is my method. I am its scion.
Well, be that as it may, I'd really appreciate the help.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them... You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
The pursuit of knowledge is its own justification.
Is it?
If you think it's important, you have been right before.
True. What if I encounter a phasm in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do... It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's
Lay it
quite
on me.
potent. Will last you about a week.
Thick.
I hope you're not buying this. It dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
And if there's a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
I'll get going. And I think I'll get going in real life too. Because, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna stop streaming this game. Whoa!